Okay, switching topics here to something very different. A balanced diet is a taco in each hand. That is a quote from an unknown but very, very wise person. Tacos, as we all know, are delicious. Here's another. Ways to my heart, buy me tacos, make me tacos, be tacos. That one, however, turns out to be not so wise. The First Lady, Dr. Jill Biden, was speaking to a Hispanic audience in Texas yesterday when she compared the folks there to breakfast tacos. Yeah, no bueno there. Take a look.
As distinct as the Bogotas of the Bronx, and as unique as the breakfast tacos here in San Antonio.
Oh boy. Okay, everyone loves tacos. Here's her husband eating one right there. Oh my gosh, is that a real picture? That's real? That's insane. That's a massive taco. No, it's not. Thank you to our graphics department. And of course, Donald Trump is very fond of taco bowls. Who could forget this? This was like all over the news nonstop for days, at least the ones in Trump Tower when he tweeted out that photo. And in fact, we have a taco on the program often. That's Taco Borga, a restaurant owner in Dallas. We love him. He's on all the time. But an organization of Hispanic journalists issued a statement after the First Lady's comments, saying this: "We are not tacos." Others adding as well, "Those are not bodegas." Okay, let's bring in Ben Glebe now. He is a comedian, actor, and will be host of the Glebe Off the Top starting on July 23rd. So Ben, I mean, what do you make of this? Like, are people making too big of a deal of this First Lady Jill Biden comment, or do you think it actually is offensive?
Well, Brian, it's a little bit of both. People are making too big of a deal of it, and it's a little bit offensive. And your intro to this story made me very hungry. You said tacos a lot of times.
Yeah.
There was a lot of pictures of tacos, and now I'm going to have to go and get tacos after this. But I don't understand how nobody vetted this speech. Did the First Lady not read this speech that was obviously prepared for her and put in front of her? I don't exactly understand how. She also didn't even know how to say bodegas. She said bodegas. It was not a strong sentence for her.
She did,
Two out of three references, a real problem. But after the insensitivity of Trump's Taco Bell bowl that he posted on Cinco de Mayo when he was president, you would think any taco reference as a compliment towards the Latino community would be not en vogue anymore and something easy to steer away from. But no, they are as diverse as their breakfast tacos. It doesn't even make any sense because breakfast tacos are one singular thing.
And you make a good point. I mean, this was a speech it appeared she was reading that was prepared ahead of time. It's not like she was just making some, off-the-cuff comments. But, I mean, do we have to nitpick every little thing, though? I mean, clearly she wasn't, outwardly trying to offend Hispanic people. It doesn't seem. I mean, can't we just give people a pass once in a while?
We can. We're not going to do that. I think we're far past the point of no return as a civilization to give people a pass on things that entertain us and or offend us in some ways. We got lots of ways to be offended, and we seem to be kind of perpetually moved by it. It's sort of the engine that keeps our society moving, is always having different issues wedge us every day, no matter what it is. There's always something. You consider it a good day in the news, a very good week in the news, when things are so slow that the taco story can be a story. Let's at least look at nitpicking little things like that as the silver lining being at least no huge tragedies happened. At least maybe we've had a few days where we can just pick apart somebody's taco references. But as far as
maybe you're right, Ben. We should be happy with the taco story. You're right.
Yes, exactly. We should rejoice. It's okay. We should rejoice in the taco story, I suppose. And as far as her intentions, I think most people think that Dr. Jill Biden's a very good person. Even the right does not seem to criticize her very much. She's a pretty benign figure. But if you feel bad about it, when you do your apology the next day, maybe actually apologize yourself and don't ask your press secretary to tweet out an apology for you, which comes out just a touch insincere.
Yeah, I always wonder that too. Like, why not just come out and be real about it and say, "Hey, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean anything by it." It's like it's always like a tweet from the press secretary, and that just seems very like robotic. But anyway, you're right. We're talking about tacos. It can't be that bad of a day. Comedian and actor Ben Glebe, thanks for coming on. Get your tickets for the online Glebe Off the Top at his website. It's benglebe.com. Thanks again for coming on tonight, Ben. We appreciate it.
My pleasure, Brian. Good to see you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.